Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This will be a nice early exclusive review on the new 1/6 scale Cobra figure from the Stallone shop. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at DeanKnight333. Hope you enjoy the review, folks. Now, as I open up the outer packaging, the first thing I see is the official clothing brand of Sylvester Stallone, and there is the website you need to go if you want to order this figure, or any number of cool Sylvester Stallone memorabilia like replica hats from Rocky, jackets, action figures, all kinds of stuff. Go check them out. And the next thing you see is one of the coolest boxes I've ever seen for a 1/6 scale figure, with some absolutely iconic artwork here. Couldn't ask for better than that as a presentation. I kind of want to try and find a way to display this with the figure, but as you can see, I have space issues. Not too much space left on the shelves, but I'm going to find a way to put this somewhere. I think there might be a card in here, because actually down there I have my Sylvester Stallone Rambo card framed that came with the Rambo figure. That was the same front cover that was on the Rambo box, so you can see a theme here. Obviously the same artist, keeping it consistent. Absolutely just classy perfection. Love that. Very, very, very nice. The side of the box, big Cobra font. Right, and here is the back of the box that shows you everything that you are getting with the piece. And I have to say, I haven't got him out of the box yet, haven't seen the figure in person yet, still got to do that with you here now. But one of the things I'm most looking forward to is that base, because it's a Cobra base. That is absolutely badass. That's one of my favorite things about it. So, beautiful work there. Let's see all the official warnings here. Cobra box art created by John Rivoli. I hope I'm saying that right, but there is the artist responsible for the artwork on these boxes, and he deserves a massive shout out because he's doing a hell of a job. Presentation is key, and yeah, this is beautifully presented. I've taken the plastic off the box now, so let's just take a moment to appreciate the artwork on the front close up. Just let you soak it in. Absolutely awesome. And here's the figure and all of his accessories around him. We have multiple hands, we have grenades, we have a watch, a badge, a chain for around his neck, pouches for the other clips for the machine gun, I think. I'm not too good with guns, folks, so I don't know exactly what that gun is called. I know that's the iconic gun with the Cobra on the grip, which is really cool looking. We have the sunglasses in there, and oh, there's the big Cobra base underneath his legs, and the stand. The denim jeans look really nice, but let's get him out. Let's get him on the desk here and start posing him up and having some fun with the piece, and I will let you know my thoughts at the end. Now, good news, folks. I remember thinking to myself, when I was doing my research, watching the movie again before I reviewed this figure, I thought, I wonder, does he come with matches? And he does. He comes with 3 little 1/6 scale matches that you can put in his mouth. So that's such a small thing, but it's so important. I really think that's key to the complete look for Cobra on display. You've got to have the match. I mean, he's got it in his mouth on the poster. So very, very glad about that. Straight out of the box, nice heavy piece, stands up well. Good sturdy heavy figure. Doesn't feel cheap in any way. I'm getting ahead of myself here, but there is that beautiful Cobra base. We'll see more of that in a moment. But I was just very keen to get the sunglasses on the head sculpt and just see how that looks. And it looks awesome. You can still see his eyes through the shades, and the arms of the glasses go over the ears really nicely. So I'm really pleased at how that's looking so far. I almost missed this, but yes, you do get a Cobra card. So that's not the box, that's the box. And this is the awesome little additional card that you get of the beautiful artwork. You can get that framed just like I did with the Rambo one. And on the back of that card we have the credits. Supervision and direction by Sylvester Stallone, the man himself. Executive producer and direction by Nick Cordasco from the Stallone shop. Art direction and production management Fabio Veresi, 3D head sculpt Inigo Gill, 3D accessories design Sean Dabbs, master paint Dario Barbera, box artwork John Rivoli with his website underneath. Definitely check that out. Alright, now here are the accessories surrounding the figure, some of which are on the figure itself now. But there is that base. Whoever designed this made all the right choices. This is exactly the base you would want for a Cobra figure. It's absolutely badass. Black Cobra with red eyes, big fangs, hood on full display, ready to strike. Absolutely awesome base. Just look at that thing. All the way around. Beautiful. And then the figure itself, which has a very strong presence. Look at the matchstick in the mouth, the shades on, the chain around the neck, the gun tucked down the jeans, the badge on the pocket, the watches on the wrist. The denim jeans are really impressive. And it just screams iconic 80s action movie. Just like it's supposed to. Proportions and the quality of the clothing is very high. First impressions are very, very strong. The overall package has been really well thought out and executed. It's almost a completely visually seamless figure. The only joint you can see is the one where the head attaches to the neck. But that has to be that way because it's an action figure after all and you need the posability. But the body, as well as the Rambo figure, that's a body that's been specially designed and unique to this line of figures from the Stallone shop because it is accurate to Sylvester Stallone. But the way the gloves are designed, it's a beautiful transition from glove to wrist. It just looks very real. You can't see any gap. Those gloves are looking really good as well, the texture. Such a small thing, the match, but it really completes the look. Hair looks really nice too. Quick view of the back. Here's a cool little detail. I didn't realize that the shirt collar area was wired, so you can position it how you like. That helps make a more accurate pose for the front cover of the film. So here we have a wired shirt collar. Alright folks, well the shades are off and we're going to concentrate for a little while on the head sculpt. And we'll zoom in even closer in a moment, but I think it looks really, really good. Excellent sculpt, really good paintwork. I think this is about as close as I can get before things start to get a bit freaky with the focus. But I think the portrait is perfect. There's a lot of detail here. really good paintwork. Well, I am very happy with that. Pretty blown away by the realism. And we'll just get some other angles here before we move on to removing the jacket so we can see the rest of the body and some of the other looks that you can have the figure in. I'll just give you a few seconds of this angle and I'll zoom in, get really close for you. There's a lot going on with the paintwork as well on the face. There's different tones around the eyes, the tip of the nose, around the cheekbones. The lips are painted really convincingly well. I know it's not technically movie accurate, it's a bit of a power move, but you can put the collar up on the jacket, which does look incredibly cool. And I think we might need to just quickly check that out with the shades on. Yep, that does look very cool. The look works. Right, so I've removed the jacket and I put on the harness, that's what I'm going to call it anyway. For the ammunition, you've got the spare magazines or clips for the machine gun, and I know I'm crucifying the names of the weapons, folks, I'm sorry, I just don't know my guns very well, but it's been really well done. There's a strong smell of leather off the harness that I've just put over his shoulders here. I forget now on the promotional images if it specified they were leather, but it really does look and smell like leather to me. But it's really good quality. I've turned the head up, looking upwards, just to show you how that looks. Even the sculpt of the neck area, the Adam's apple and the paint, very well done. Yeah, the detail on the arms, the veins, the muscles. Very, very well done. Now, it is just a single bend elbow, so I doubt I'm going to be able to put his arm in that position there. The buckle of the belt being off to the side like that, at first I wasn't sure, but then I double checked and that's where it is in the pictures I just checked from the set of the film. So that's all good. Again, the denim jeans, very nicely done. Let's take a look at his boots. Alright, nicely done. I couldn't find the info on the website whether these were pleather or a leather material, but it looks very convincing. Something on the figure is giving off a very strong leather smell. Could either be the harness around his arms or these boots. But they feel pretty tough to the touch. There is movement, so you get some pivot in there. Yeah, the boots seem pretty nice. I'll just show you the detail on the badge, which is really well done. Look at that. You can read every letter. Absolutely awesome. The weathering on the grenades as well. You see those little kind of silver scuffs around the edges. And the detail on the iconic gun. You see the Cobra on there. Very cool. Gonna have to find a spot for him, that's for sure. But also, folks, Fabio was kind enough to send along the updated head sculpt. This is the one that customers got with the updated paint, and this was the one that I had back when I reviewed it originally. This was like the first one off the assembly line, I think. I don't know, it was a very special feeling when this came to me, because I'm pretty sure the man himself had his hands on this, checked it over, and then it was in my hands. And that's a weird thought, because those are the same hands that threw every punch in the Rocky films. You know, it's just weird. Life is funny. But yeah, I'll bring you a video doing a comparison between the updated head sculpt there and the original one, so that should be interesting. Keep an eye out for that on the channel very soon. Well, that's a relief. It turns out you can recreate the pose from the iconic poster. Even though the figure does not have a double bend in the elbow, you can get there with the wrist articulation. So that is how he is going back on the shelf for display. Speaking of which, now that this figure is here, I'll be bringing you a room tour video soon, showing you everything in the collection in detail. I was waiting for this guy to get here because I knew he'd be, you know, just an essential presence in the room, especially for an 80s kid like me. So I will give you my final thoughts and a score out of 10. Honestly, I think it's a masterpiece. I think it's a home run. They knocked it out of the park. This is Cobra all the way. I love the head sculpt. I think the hair is sculpted and painted really well. I love the detail on the skin. The likeness, dead on. All the detail of the head sculpt transitions down to the neck. There's just as much detail on the skin on the body as there is on the face. Great idea having a wire in the collar for the shirt for posability. I wanted to show you the full body in all its detail, but I was worried about removing the shirt because it's quite tight around the waist area. So I was worried I wouldn't be able to tuck in the shirt as well as it's already been done here. Watch out for that when you're putting the gun into the position there under his jeans, because it's quite tight. I had to use the little tweezers to pull the jeans away from the body, and then I was able to slide it down with a bit of force. Once the gun was in position, I was able to slide the grenades on quite easily. The detail on those arms is absolutely fantastic. You have to show them. I love the look with the jacket, but it would be a real shame not to show how detailed those arms are. For me, the overall package is a clear 10 out of 10. A lot of passion's gone into this. It's got a hell of a presence. It's very well done, very high end, really good quality. I can honestly, wholeheartedly recommend this to collectors. The base is stunning. Proportions on the figure are really good. The body is excellent, really sturdy and just high quality feeling. Definitely recommend it. It's a 10 out of 10, folks, from me. Very well done to everyone at the Stallone shop for putting this together and bringing it to us. I'm sure a lot of people wanted a Cobra, and you have a really, really good one. So I will bring you more videos on this figure soon, folks, including the natural light video outdoors and a nice pose session showcase video with the diorama of the alleyway. It's a nice big diorama, so you put this figure in there and it will just come to life. So let me know what you think in the comments. Always good to hear from you, folks. Please drop a like on this video. It will help more collectors out there discover the video. It might help them make their decision. And if you're watching, that's all I got to tell you. It's an absolute masterpiece, and if you're a fan of the film, if you're a Stallone fan, I highly recommend it to you. Can't go wrong with Cobra. See you soon, folks. Take it easy. Bye bye.